Good morning. It's the Call Flow Radio Show, and you're on the air.
Well, you can be if you give us a call. That number is 434-394-0924. Good morning. I'm Chris Wood, and with me in the studio is Noah Massage. How are you, Noah?
Doing well, Chris. How you doing?
I'm doing okay.
Good to hear.
Yeah.
Good to hear.
Since it's Wednesday, but how's the week been going? All right?
Yeah, busy. Very busy week. My girlfriend's been sick, actually, so I've been taking care of her with, the
You're
proper.
a good guy.
Well, I try to be.
You're a good guy.
Try to be.
Yeah.
Tomato soup.
Not chicken noodle?
She doesn't care for chicken noodle. It's not the best for her. It's but like tomato soup. But like
Tomato
if she
soup
enjoys it,
yeah.
that's what's important.
Yeah, with oyster crackers or regular crackers.
She hates oyster crackers. Explain that to me. I thought oyster crackers were like
oyster
amazing.
Crackers is regular crackers.
Yeah, she likes saltine, the little square, just that.
Yeah,
just breaks into 1,000 pieces.
Break that in there.
Yeah,
I remember when my mother used to make. She used to make pinto beans from scratch. She'd soak them overnight and all that kind of stuff. Then she would make homemade bread and homemade rolls. And I just can't tell you how wonderful that smell was. But we used to actually she would make cornbread too to go with the pinto beans.
Yeah,
pinto beans and cornbread.
Oh, that's nice.
And then we'd chop up some onions. And mash it all together.
Oh, my goodness. That sounds like you're going to Flavor Town, Chris.
Cornbread and the pinto beans
and
with a little hint of some ham in there and onions. And, oh, gosh. I ate my weight in it.
Yeah.
I really suffered later, but I ate my weight in it. It was fun. Just like putting,
that sounds delicious.
Saltine crackers and tomato soup.
Oh, my goodness.
Getting back to that. Well,
I love a good... Oh, well, thank you. I just love a good homemade soup like that and the cornbread and just like... it's nothing like homemade food. It's got that...
I tried a couple of times because my mother wrote down the recipe for me and everything. And I still have it. But I never could get it quite... I never could... just,
now I'm going to ask you a question.
Duplicate the recipe.
I want to ask you a question, and if you could be honest. Do you think she left out an ingredient just to mess with you?
I don't think so.
I'm going to leave out the most important ingredients.
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think that was an episode of Everybody Loves Raymond. Like, Marie gave, Deborah, a recipe, but, left out the most important ingredient. And she was like, I don't know why yet.
I do remember that she would... take a couple of potatoes or one potato or whatever and boil it in the pan like you're doing mashed potatoes.
Yeah.
But she would take that water that had the starch and stuff in it and use that when she was doing, making the bread.
Oh.
So that was one thing that I thought was very interesting.
Yeah. I never heard of that, but that makes sense. Yeah, that could definitely enhance it.
Anyway, Noah and I get to talking about food.
It's never-ending conversations. You don't know what time it is. You look out, it's dark out.
I know. It's 11 minutes after 8 o'clock. Chilly this morning. Oh my gosh!
I love it. I think it's great.
42 degrees.
Yeah.
For a low, and right now it's around 44, 40. It should warm up though. It's supposed to be around 73 today. Absolutely gorgeous weather.
Yeah,
gorgeous
amazing.
fall weather.
Yeah. Enjoy it while you can because it's going to be cold very soon for a long time.
I think I've got to dust off my gas logs.
No.
I don't exactly know how to do that, but I guess I'll learn.
Yeah,
maybe somebody out there knows what to do.
Do you actually have to dust them off?
Well, yeah, you got to clean them off.
Okay.
Once every 6 months or so.
I did not know that. Yeah, I mean, makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't want to take them apart because then I wouldn't know how to put them back together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then you would have no fire, which would be horrible.
No, then I'd have to call somebody, and then they would come in, and afterwards they would say, "She's so stupid."
No, never. But they would say that's going to be $500.
Right.
That's what they would say.
Probably.
Yeah.
Anyway, so yeah, it's time to change the filters on the heaters and stuff like that.
All that.
So.
You get your regular maintenance done. Do you have you look like the type of person to have like an Excel or like some sort of spreadsheet of having like, okay, you do this every 6 months. Like, do you have certain dates when like you do? You keep like a very nice, good tight schedule.
Monday is laundry and dusting day.
Oh.
But usually when I come around to Monday, I say, well, I'll just save that for Tuesday. I'm not very disciplined when it comes to
So you have a calendar or like a schedule, but it's very lenient.
It's very,
just very casual. It's just like things that I should possibly do if I want to think about it.
Right.
Yeah.
I am a procrastinator at some things.
Yeah.
But, you put a good book in front of me, I'll just whiz on through that. Speaking of that, let's move on to our history lesson.
Yes, of course.
And on this date in 2004, this is our featured event. In 2004, for the first time in Afghanistan's history, voters went to the polls to choose a president, selecting Hamid Karzai, who had served as the interim president after the fall of the Taliban regime in 2001. So that's the featured event. In 2001, the United States organization, or the USO, appointed entertainer Wayne Newton as its official celebrity frontman, replacing Bob Hope, who had served in that capacity since the early 1950s.
Wow.
We're going to compare Wayne Newton to Bob Hope.
Bob Hope wins.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
1997 Italian playwright Dario Fo was awarded the Nobel Prize for Literature. In 1990, David Souter took his seat as a U.S. Supreme Court Associate Justice. I didn't know they had associate justices. 1982, Anna Freud, psychoanalyst, author, and daughter of Sigmund Freud.
I was going to ask that. Wow.
She died on this date in London. 1936, the Boulder Dam, later called Hoover Dam, on the Arizona-Nevada border, began generating electricity for such areas as Los Angeles, which celebrated with a parade. Okay, in 1888, built between 1848 and 1884, and dedicated in 1885, the Washington Monument, a marble-faced granite obelisk that honors the first U.S. President, George Washington, opened to the public in Washington, D.C. That was in 1888. Didn't realize it was that old.
Yeah,
Let's see, 1635. Roger Williams was banished from Massachusetts Bay Colony, and as a result, he later founded the colony of Rhode Island. So that was Roger Williams. Okay.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Coming up at 8:30, we've got
the birthdays,
the weather, and our recipe for the day.
Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness!
It's stuffed mushroom dip.
Say no more. Say no more. That sounds amazing. I love. I love a good mushroom dip. Chris, any sort of dip.
Any sort of dip.
Is it for like chips only, or is it like you can dip like
I'm not sure.
Crackers,
both times, the person who made it was tested by Liz Mervosh, but the recipe is by Amanda Holstein. Both times I ate this, I ate about a third of the baking dish. So I can imagine you can do that with maybe some tortilla chips or something like that. Anyway.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I like tzatziki sauce is pretty good too.
I don't know what that is.
Oh, okay. It's a Greek.
Maybe you can explain that to me
yes,
later.
of course.
Of course. We'll take our caller here. Good morning. You're on the Call Flow Show.
Good morning.
Good morning.
How could they replace Bob Hope with Wayne Newton when Wayne Newton's a one-hit wonder?
Well, he was in Las Vegas for a long, long time, but he's front runner there. But that's a very good question.
Do you like Wayne Newton?
No. That's a big fat no. Absolutely. I don't like his
What do you not
songs.
like about him?
Everything.
His whole shtick.
Yeah. I just, it just gives me the willies.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah, I'm having chill bumps here as we're speaking. He's just one of those people that, that I don't care for. I never have, never will. Donka Shane right on out the door as far as I'm concerned. No.
Do y'all have Donka Shane in the station library?
Of course we do.
But you won't be playing it.
I won't be playing it. Ever. And that...
Noah, next time you're on the air, go find Donka Shane and play it in the beginning.
Chris
of the
will come
show.
find me in
I
a
will
dark
come
alley.
find him and wring his neck.
A
No,
dark
I
alley.
won't wring his neck. Anyway, yeah, I will. I will hunt you down.
I know.
No. Wayne Newton is, Wayne Newton. That's all there is to it. That's all I'm going to say. I prefer
But do
Bob
y'all really
Hope.
have it on there?
Pardon me?
Do y'all really have it on there? His song? Is it really in the playlist?
Oh, well, I don't know.
It might be.
You talk to him.
Oh, yeah, of course. Well, sir, let me ask you this. Do you like Wayne Newton?
Yeah, kind of.
It's okay. But versus Bob Hope, like, which one would you prefer? Like...
They're both very different. That's kind of a hard question.
Chris said we do have it. Yeah. Wayne Newton, 1963.
63.
Wow.
And it topped
Wow.
the charts at number 13.
Wow, it didn't even go to number 1.
No, it didn't go to number 1.
And we're never going to play it.
We're never
That's the funniest part. We have it. We're never going to play it.
No.
John might play it on
John-
lunch break.
He actually might play it on lunch break.
You might.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm going to come home wherever I am or whatever and delete the thing.
Yeah.
So, I have that power.
I
have the power
I
to
don't think
delete
you-
it. It's
I
right
don't
at my
think you have the
fingertips.
power to delete because you're not the program director.
Well, I don't know.
Chris has
That's-
connections with the mafia. I think she has ties with, like,
No,
You
but
know.
I do know some people.
yeah.
Yeah.
I did notice that before y'all came on, y'all have some Taylor Swift in your music library.
Yes, we do.
That's kind of surprising.
Why? I mean,
I don't know.
she's it, man.
Yeah. She is it.
She's
Chris.
it.
Yeah.
You know,
Rising
That's
star.
the word
I don't mind
That's
tonight.
the artist that I don't really care for.
Well, yeah. Well, there are a lot of people that don't care for her, but she is a music genius.
Yeah.
She really is. So
I
I have to give her
heard
that.
some of her songs. I mean, she has 100 of them. So
What somebody said she changed she switched she changes boyfriends like she changes her underwear. That was a quote from somebody. But anyway, yeah.
somebody asked if they think that her and Travis Kelce are ever going to get married.
Oh, if her and Travis Kelce are going to get married? Chris, what do you think?
Do you think they are?
I don't know. I really don't know.
He's a football player. He's got, like, that whole thing. Taylor Swift is just Taylor Swift. I don't know. I mean, if it happened, it would
be surprising.
it would be surprising.
Yeah. If she did marry him, she would have to spend the whole half of her life taking care of him because of all the injuries.
All of the brain injuries from the playing football.
No,
Yeah, she's
I mean,
not.
she can afford a nurse, a daytime nurse, but she has to be an ugly daytime nurse.
Yeah. That's a good one, Chris. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Wow.
So,
Yeah.
yeah. Well, we'll just have to see how that plays out.
Yeah. Well, caller, do you think she would marry, or Travis would marry Taylor? You know?
I feel like if they did, it might take a few years. They might only stay married for like 10 days.
Yeah, I don't think Taylor Swift has the maturity,
Or the capacity.
the capacity to maintain a long-time relationship. I just, she's...
Well, the last guy she dated, they stayed together for 6 years.
Well, yeah. That's pretty long term, but you know, she didn't marry him.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Has she married any of them?
I'm sorry, could you say that again, sir?
Yeah, has she married any of them?
Oh, has she
No,
married?
I don't think she's
I
ever
don't. She's
married.
never been
No,
married.
she's never been married. Like I said, she's
Do
she's
y'all
working
have,
on
do y'all
it.
have any John Mayer on the music playlist?
Yeah, we do.
That was one of the boyfriends.
Yeah, John Mayer was one of her boyfriends. Yeah.
Little
Harry
thing.
Styles.
Harry Styles.
Did she date Harry Styles? Are you serious?
Chris, I know that you like some of his music.
Do what?
I know that you like some of his music, Harry Styles.
Yeah, I do. I like Harry Styles, and who was the other guy you mentioned? I don't short-term memory.
John Mayer.
John Mayer. Yeah. I like their music. I like it just fine. Neil Horan. I think his name is Neil Horan. Niall Horan. Niall Horan. Yeah, I like him a lot.
Do you like One Direction?
Yes, I do.
Both together.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, that's your favorite. That's your favorite girl band.
Mm-hmm.
Did you like the boy bands when they were popular?
Let's put it this way. My girls, when they were growing up, liked the boy bands. But, you know, I take it or leave it. I could take them or leave them. Like Boys to Men, NSYNC.
Backstreet Boys.
Yeah.
New Kids on the Block.
Right. New Kids on the Block. They love the New Kids on the Block. Yeah, that's okay. Anything
I
else?
was jokingly say my favorite boy band is the Beach Boys.
The Beach Boys, of course. Yeah, absolutely. My favorite boy band would have to be, that I have to put the Beatles in there too. You know,
Oh, yeah.
Of course.
yeah. But, yeah, they just had a totally different vibe. The Beach Boys and the Beatles were totally different genres. So, yeah. So they didn't really compete with each other. Pardon me?
It was John Lennon's birthday, so...
Is today John Lennon's birthday?
I don't.
Yes.
It is?
Or it would be.
Okay, let's see. Let's find out for sure.
That's great.
I know that today's Jackson Brown's birthday. Oh, yes, it does. John Lennon, British musician. 1940 was his birthday.
Wow.
And Jackson Brown has a birthday. Steve McQueen, P.J. Harvey, David Cameron.
Did you learn about John Lennon's assassination by watching?
No, I did not watch it.
That documentary.
The documentary? No, I didn't watch that.
Because a lot of people did. Howard Cosell. There's literally a play happening in the football, and Howard Cosell started talking about just happened.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a real shock to everybody, you know, about what was going on with him. And didn't the guy who murdered him isn't he still
John
incarcerated?
Wayne Key? No, sorry. That's another famous murderer. I'm trying to think.
Is he still alive?
The guy who murdered John Lennon? I think no. I think he was.
He passed on.
Yeah.
Yeah. No one's going to look that up.
Yes, of course. I just heard his name the other day too, and I was like, Mark David Chapman. Yeah.
Mark David Chapman,
and
okay.
he is no longer with us.
Well, good.
Exactly. I feel the same way.
Yeah. Yeah.
Your boy Wayne Newton was on a date on The Golden Bachelorette last week.
They did what?
They brought Wayne Newton in to be on The Golden Bachelorette last week.
No, they didn't.
He was in charge of their group date. Oh, yeah.
Really?
I'm sorry, I misspoke. He is actually somehow still alive, 69 years old.
69, okay.
Yeah.
So he's still with us.
Unfortunately.
He was, but-
Yeah. Unfortunately. That's what I mean. Like a terrible person who just totally destroyed like a great momentum of just like beautiful music and just like John Lennon was like one of the like my favorite. I love the Beatles. Like first song I listened to or that I remember listening to was Yellow Submarine. Always been a big Beatles fan. Always been a big John Lennon fan. And he just I don't know, just like murdered him in broad daylight. It's crazy. I don't know. Very sad.
He sort of changed after he married Yoko Ono.
Yeah, not in the best way.
Right. Well,
but,
you know, she was sort of she wore the pants in the family. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
Yeah. Basically.
This is alive.
Of course she is. I think she's 90 years old or something like that, or 80 or 90 something. You know, she's up there. But yeah, she's still alive.
Broke up the greatest band ever.
They did have Wayne Newton on the Golden Bachelorette last week. I'm not joking.
You're not kidding?
And he sounds really old.
Wayne Newton in the Golden Bachelorette?
Yeah.
That's what it is?
Yeah.
And Wayne Newton is what?
Like 100 years old. That's how he sounds.
Okay. All right. Well, we've got some business we've got to tend to, so we certainly appreciate your call. You had some great questions, and
but you know, you probably heard yesterday. Noah loves a updated version of the Silent Garfunkel.
Oh, yeah. John has this, I guess, AI-generated Simon and Garfunkel, but it's that one song. What's it called, caller?
Baby Got Back.
Baby Got Back.
But it's a lot of songs.
But it's in the same cadence and the same sound as "Sound of Silence" by Simon and Garfunkel.
how can that be?
It's pretty bizarre, Chris. I'll have to show you after.
Yes, please do.
But
yeah,
John loves playing it. And he was laughing so hard. John was laughing so hard because I looked just like done because it's such a it's like hate. I don't know. Love Simon and Garfunkel. Hate that song. Think it's terrible. In any ways, he laughed so hard that a projectile out of his mouth flew past my face, just like this white mucus membrane. God. I don't know what it was. And just I felt the wind fly by my face after. Yeah, so anyways, I got up and just washed my whole face and face region and disinfectant and Windex. I'm just spraying Windex all over me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Noah left you and just me and John for about 5 minutes.
I had to go clean. I had to go clean myself after that. Just ridden myself of it.
Guys.
Yeah, okay. We're getting out of hand.
Yeah, that's a little guy talk there.
All
right.
Bye.
Okay, all right. Take care, and we'll be talking to you soon.
Talk to you
All
soon.
right. All right, bye-bye.
Bye.
Okay. Whew.
Yeah.
Anyway, well, it's the bottom of the hour.
It is.
And so we've got some business to take care of, like the weather forecast. So we'll do that. And the weather forecast is brought to you by the Bank of Charlotte County.
Hello, I'm Stuart Wilborn, manager of the Bank of Charlotte County Loan Office in downtown Farmville. With over 30 years of banking experience, I'm here to help you finance your commercial, agricultural, or personal project. Give us a call at 391-1136 or stop by our downtown office at 216 North Main Street, where you'll find old-school personal assistance with attention to detail. The Bank of Charlotte County, giving you more for your banking needs. Member FDIC and Equal Housing Lender.
All right, your forecast for Southside and Central Virginia for today. Lots of sunshine. Look for a high of 73 degrees. Tonight, mostly clear with a low of 43. On Thursday, sunny with a high of 66. Thursday night, mostly clear with a low of 37. Whoa, 37. That's getting downright cold.
Yeah.
Friday, sunshine, a high of 69. Friday night, clear with a low of 41. For Saturday, sunny with a high of 77. Saturday night, mostly clear with a low of 51. And for Sunday, sunny with a high of 79 degrees. Outside, humidity 100%. Our winds are calm. Barometer is steady at 30.04 inches. We do have a current temperature of 45 degrees under fair skies. That's your weather forecast brought to you by the Bank of Charlotte County with locations in Phoenix, Charlotte Courthouse, Brookneal, and their loan office in downtown Farmville. It's time now for our birthdays and perhaps anniversaries, brought to you at this time by Terry Atkins Wilson, PC.
The law office of Terry Atkins Wilson, PC, is located at 117 North Main Street in downtown Farmville. With deep roots in Farmville and our surrounding communities, Terry and her legal staff specialize in real estate law, wills and trusts, business formations, and collections. Experience and professionalism are extended to every customer in every case. The needs and concerns of every customer are their primary focus. If you have legal needs, contact the law office of Terry Atkins Wilson, PC, for a consultation at 434-392-1422.
Okay, Noah.
All right, Chris. Are you ready for the birthdays?
I am ready.
Oh, goodness.
Yes.
All right.
What's the date?
Today is the 9th.
Right.
The 9th.
Wednesday.
Yep.
Okay.
Today is the 9th of October, a Wednesday, and we are going to get into the birthdays and anniversaries. And no anniversaries today to report, but we have one birthday. It's a very special birthday because it's the only one we have on the list.
Okay.
Happy birthday to Henry William Reed.
All right.
Henry William Reed. If you're listening, hope you have a great day. Eat plenty of cake. Not too much, though. You don't want to get sick.
Don't get sick.
You want to have enough to where you're full.
A little sugar high.
Yeah, exactly. That sugar high will last you all day. Trust me. I ate my Nana's cannolis one time. Just it lasted the whole day. Just the rush and the
cannolis are sweets, right?
cannolis. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. We'll have to talk about that
Yeah.
too. Okay. How do they get their names on?
Oh
the
yes,
birthday
yes.
calendar?
They can get those too. Send them to birthdays@wflo.net, or if you want to call them in, you can call them in at 434-394-0924, or you can send them in the mail to 217 West 3rd Street, Suite 2 in Farmville, Virginia, 23901.
That's right.
Yep.
Okay. For the right legal advice, visit Terry Atkins Wilson, PC, on Main Street in downtown Farmville. All right. We've got our recipe for the week. Mm-hmm. And, the music wasn't finished yet. Got to check that. Okay. All right. Stuffed mushroom dip. Mm-hmm. Okay. It takes a total time of 50 minutes to make.
Okay. So a bit of an investment, kind of, right?
Well,
50 minutes?
50 minutes, that's all. Yeah. Half of that, it's going to be baking in the oven.
Okay,
so,
true.
You can clean up and do all that kind of stuff while it's cooking. All right, here are your ingredients. You'll need some cooking spray. I'm sure we all have cooking spray in our pantry. 1 tablespoon of salted butter. Okay. A 1/4 cup of Italian seasoned breadcrumbs. I've got that. 8 ounces of hot Italian pork sausage. I've got that. I don't know if it's hot. I usually like medium, but anyway, whichever that you prefer. 2 8-ounce packages of sliced, fresh cremini mushrooms, chopped, and that's about 5 cups. Okay? 1 tablespoon of finely chopped garlic from 3 medium garlic cloves. Okay. 1/2 teaspoon of freshly ground black pepper, 1/2 teaspoon of kosher salt, 1 cup of sour cream. The pounds are just kind of,
gaining.
7-ounce container of chive and onion cream cheese at room temperature. 1/2 cup of chopped fresh flat leaf parsley, plus more for garnish. 3 ounces of low moisture part skim mozzarella cheese, shredded, about 3/4 cup. You're going to need to divide that. And 1/2 cup of freshly grated Parmesan cheese, divided, and crostini for serving, Those are the like. Oh, never mind.
Oh, I'm
like the little French bread type things that you. Maybe not.
I'm sorry.
I don't know what
familiar.
crostini is.
Yeah.
Are you
No,
familiar
I'm
with
not
that?
familiar with crostini.
Okay. Well, anyway, we'll figure that.
It
We'll
sounds
We'll
delicious.
figure that
Yeah,
out. Okay. Your ingredients. Step 1: you gather all of them together. Preheat the oven to 375 degrees with rack in the top third position. Grease an 8x8-inch baking dish with cooking spray and set that aside. Okay, now, here you go. You melt the butter in a large skillet over medium heat. Add the breadcrumbs and stir until evenly coated in the melted butter and fragrant. About 2 minutes. Transfer to a small bowl and set aside. Wipe the skillet clean, just with a paper towel or something like that. Return the skillet to medium-high heat. Add sausage and cook, stirring often. Break it up into bite-sized pieces with a wooden spoon until browned and almost cooked through, about 2 to 3 minutes. Then step 4, you add the mushrooms, the garlic, the black pepper, and salt, and cook, stirring occasionally until the mushrooms are soft and excess moisture has evaporated, about 12 to 15 minutes. Then you remove that from the heat. You stir in the sour cream, cream cheese, the parsley, and a 1/4 cup of mozzarella cheese, and 1/4 cup of the Parmesan cheese into the mushroom mixture until fully combined and smooth. You transfer to the prepared baking dish, spreading into an even layer. Now you sprinkle the remaining 1/2 cup of mozzarella cheese and the remaining 1/4 cup of Parmesan cheese evenly over the top, and you top with the reserved breadcrumbs. My mouth is watering so much. I'm just almost getting
salivating.
I am. Okay, step 7, you bake it in a preheated oven until cheese is melted and the edges are bubbling, about 12 minutes. Increase oven temperature to broil. Do not remove the baking dish from the oven. You broil until the breadcrumbs are deeply browned, about 1 to 2 minutes. Then remove from the oven and garnish with the parsley and serve with crostini.
And I did look up crostini, by the way. It's basically thinly sliced French bread.
Okay, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, exactly, with toppings on top. So, we could dip that, which sounds amazing.
And we could put maybe spread a little olive oil on it. And heat it up.
Okay, Chris.
I'm going to the store right after.
we gotta wrap up the show early today.
Anyway, so you serve with that. It's 261 calories per serving. So, and it does serve 10 of the size of about 1/3 cup. So there you go, and we will have this on,
yes, we will.
On our website ASAP. So that means today, probably. Yep. Okay, that's your stuffed mushroom dip.
Amazing. Yeah, I said I love mushroom dip, but I don't think I've ever had mushrooms in a dip before. But I love the idea.
I don't think I have either.
The idea sounds really good because, like, when you saute the mushrooms up and they're nice and soft, it sounds like it would go really well with the sausage and like the texture of it.
There's no onion or anything like that.
Yeah.
Onion or shallots or leeks or anything like that. It's just. And it sounds like it's just really full of flavor. So, okay, there you go. Now,
delicious.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay. All right. Let's see. What were we talking about? Your grandmother's, your Nana's dessert.
Yes, the cannolis.
Cannolis. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it's basically kind of like a roll. I want to say like a shell. And it's stuffed with like some cheese and like it's like the sweet cream that has cheese, like ricotta cheese in it. So it's not like super sweet. It's very just like savory almost. And like mini chocolate chips. Oh, it's so delicious. And
Now, is this sort of like is it a pastry shell or is it a pasta shell?
there's a name for the type of it's a pastry shell.
Okay. All right.
But I'm trying to think. There's a name for the type of like shell because you kind of press them down. There's this machine that almost looks like a pancake machine, basically, and you press it down and you put these on there, and it has instead of it being flat, it's like on the grill. It's a very decorative. So when you pull it out, it's the pastry itself looks like a work of art. And so you cook them up a little bit, and then you take these like little shells out, and they're flat, and you roll them up a little bit, just slightly, with like a hole in the middle, so you can fill it with the cream. Exactly, yeah, stuff it with the cream. Delicious, Chris.
Wonderful.
I have to bring some in if I ever,
Please do.
if I ever make them. You know,
Okay.
but I would love to.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Our time is 8:43, and we've got our celebrity birthdays to talk about. And Tony Shalhoub
Okay.
as Monk is celebrating a birthday today. He's 71. His middle name is Marcus. Tony Marcus Shalhoub. All right. Okay. Actor Scott Bakula turns 70. And I never knew his name, but I know his face. He arrives for the filming of the NBC television special Carol Burnett, 90 Years of Laughter and Love. And this photograph was taken in 2023. And he portrayed the first captain of an Enterprise ship in a Star Trek prequel show. So, anyway, Scott Bakula turns 70 today. Happy birthday to director Guillermo del Toro. He turns 60 today. And he was the winner of the award for Best Animated Feature Film for Guillermo del Toro, Pinocchio. And so he is 60, and his fun fact is he won an Oscar in 2023 for the Best Animated Feature Film. So that was the one that he won for. Actor Brandon Routh turns 45. He once appeared in an episode of The Gilmore Girls as a college guy at a party. Okay.
Good
He
for him.
also was in CW's Heroes and Aliens. Okay, let's see. Actress Spencer Grammer turns 41. She voiced Summer on Rick and Morty. Other celebrity birthdays. Singer Nona Hendrix LaBelle is 80. Singer Jackson Brown is 76. Actor Gary Frank of Family is 74. Actor Richard Chaves, Predator, is 73. Let's see. Accordion player James Fernley of the Pogues, is 70. Actor John O'Hurley of Family Feud and Seinfeld is 70 today. Actor turned producer Linwood Boomer of Little House on the Prairie is 69. Actor Michael, I think it's Paré, of Eddie and the Cruisers is 66. Jazz saxophonist Kenny Garrett, 64. Singer-guitarist Kurt Newman of the Bodines is 63. Country singer Gary Bennett of BR 549 is 60. Actor P.J. Harvey is 55. Director Steve McQueen of 12 Years a Slave is 55. He's the British actor, director. Actor Coco Brown of Tyler Perry's For Better or Worse is 52. Actor Steve Burns of Blue's Clues is 51. Singer Sean Lennon is 49. And in other words, Sean and John had the same birthday.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool.
That is cool. Musician Lecrae is 45. Actor Zachary Ty Bryan of Home Improvement is 43. Actor Spencer Grammer of Greek is 41. Comedian Melissa Villasnor of Saturday Night Live is 37. And actor Tyler James Williams of Everybody Hates Chris is 32. Country singer Scott McCreery, he was on American Idol. He's really cute. He is 31. And actor Gerald Jerome of When They See Us is 27 today. So that's going to do it for the
birthday list. Quite the extensive list. I still can't believe, I'm looking at the birthday list as well, that the Monk, the actor Tony Shalhoub, is 72. That's I did not know he was like that old. I feel like he was like just like in his 50s, right? Like maybe that's just me.
No, well, I haven't seen him in a while.
It has been a while.
Watched the Monk series, but after a while we just got away from that as well. We'll take a caller here. Good morning. You're on the Call Flow Radio Show.
Oh, good morning, humans.
Hello there.
Hi. How are you guys doing today? Good?
Doing all right. The sun's shining.
Okay.
Yeah, very nice.
Oh.
First-time caller, how doing well?
Yes, fine,
Good.
thank you. I'm just getting ready to, I'm going to get out of here tomorrow morning, go back up to Maryland.
Okay.
You are a traveling dude.
Oh, yeah.
You are. Do you travel anywhere else other than up to Maryland?
No, gosh. No, I wave at the, yes. I wave at the cops. They know me.
So
there he goes again.
Yeah. So what route do you take? Do you take the fastest route, or you go up the interstates, or you take the scenic route? How do you go?
I just, the most unscenic. I go 95. I just get on it and just drive. That's horrible. When I leave there, I leave, I don't know, sometimes 2 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, yeah.
That way you don't see anything. All you see is just
the road.
Yeah. Yes, the road and the traffic in front of you.
Right. So,
which is quite thick.
Pardon me?
The traffic is quite thick.
Oh, really? Even at that hour?
Yes, yeah. Oh. Yes, a lot of the big rigs seem to be rolling through.
Usually Wednesdays and Wednesday through Friday, they're really rolling. Yeah. I was used to, if we would travel, we tried to avoid I-95 on Wednesdays through Fridays if we could. Yeah. And when they roll, they roll.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, they sure do, yes. You're doing 80 and you think you're booking, and they're zooming right past.
Yeah.
Heck yeah. But I called to make a few comments about the storm.
Oh, okay. Which one?
The one that is going to...
the one that's going to annihilate Florida. Okay.
Yes. Did you guys know that there's something called a Waffle House gauge?
I saw this. I saw this on the oddities. Yeah.
Okay. And I guess Waffle House must have a website that you can go to, and they'll let you know which ones are open. And then somehow FEMA got wind of it, and they started to somehow they got involved in it because it seemed to be a very accurate gauge as to how horrible the area was going to be hit. So versus closed down or open with a limited menu, and I guess they have a few colors that they let you know. So, never heard of it?
No, but Noah has.
I just saw it this morning. I don't know anything about it, but I saw on the oddities page about like how the Waffle Houses help with like telling the storm and how they're a part of that.
So they have a website basically, and it's for information. About the weather and stuff.
Yeah, or maybe it's just their generic website anyway, and they'll just I don't.
Well, from what I saw from the evacuation, but the thing of it is that this storm has switched its trajectory. It's now heading more south towards Sarasota and Bradenton and that area, Naples. And I used to live in Orlando, but my parents lived in Bradenton, which was about a 4 or 5 hour drive, from Orlando. But
it seems. Go ahead.
It's beautiful down there. Sarasota is absolutely gorgeous. It's a beautiful area, but I'm not sure whether they got hit pretty bad by Helene. I'm not sure. Maybe just the outskirts of when Helene came through, but it's going to be pretty bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This new one, the Milton, this one's going to be.
He's a monster.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, we really we pissed off God. Somebody did. That's for sure.
Mm-hmm. Get that right.
So.
But anyway, we're just thankful that,
Yeah.
we're enjoying this beautiful weather, but we really should pray for those folks down there.
Did you ever witness any bad storms when you lived in Florida? Or
No.
Okay.
No, not really. No hurricanes or anything like that. Wasn't there. We were there about 2 years.
Okay.
So, no. The worst storm that we ever experienced was right here with Isabel. When Isabel came through. That was very scary, especially when you live in the woods and you lose about 49 trees. And fortunately enough, just the top of one of them fell on the deck, but it didn't. It knocked a hole in the deck, but that's easy. That's an easy fix. But that was pretty scary.
Oh, heck yeah.
Yeah. But no, I've been in several blizzards in Colorado, and a sandstorm as well, a couple of sandstorms, and those are really weird. They're very scary. I mean, when the sun comes up, it's orange. Everything is orange because there's so much dust in the air. It's pretty scary.
Oh.
Pretty scary stuff.
It's really cool.
Heck yeah. Seems like everybody knows somebody from Florida, and you ask them,
Yeah.
what area are you going to be in? Yes. So, but there was a storm. I don't remember the name of it, but it must have been the early '60s. There was a storm that went through Florida, and I guess it was like the storm to the beat all storms until we're getting the new ones. And evidently there was they would have what would they call them? Hurricane parties.
Okay.
So there was some people that had rented a hotel or some rooms in the hotel, and they were going to throw this big hurricane party. So I guess they went back the next day, and the hotel was gone.
Where were the people?
I'm not even sure if they recovered the bodies. Probably still with a drink in their hand, hoping they don't spill it. So, but no, I don't remember the name of the storm. Not that it has value.
Well, I don't know. Look up Florida and hurricanes. Yeah. Well.
And this would have been early '60s, I think. This one.
Yeah. Well.
So.
My little town of Narrows, Helene sort of decimated that. It's right on the New River and Wolf Creek, which is as large as, it's not really a creek, it's the size of the Appomattox River.
Was it Hurricane Donna?
Oh, Donna. Was that in 1960?
That was 1960, Hurricane Donna. Let me see. Oh, Ethel. It might be.
It might have been Ethel.
That might have been.
You okay?
I'm just guessing the name. I could even.
Oh, okay. Well, we're down to Ethel and Donna.
We have Hurricane Guinea, Hurricane Cleo.
Those were all 1960s?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, there was a couple. Yeah.
Cleo. Which one was considered the biggest?
Let me check that.
Why does Cleo ring a bell? I thought it was a C.
Well, while Noah's looking around, have you ever been in any big storms?
No, just the ones that passed through. And when I was in Maryland, we had a few that brought the water table up pretty high during the high tide, and you can see pictures of Annapolis in it. I think Annapolis was in probably 3 foot of water.
Yeah.
But other than that, no. I was just a viewer, just looking on.
Okay. It said that Hurricane Donna was the strongest and most powerful hurricane of the '60s, Category 4.
Category 4.
Yeah.
Okay. So we'll say it was Donna.
Yeah, let's say that.
Okay. All right.
Wow.
Solve that problem. So now somebody's going to call and say, no, it was Ethel. But
That was Ethel, man. Come on, get your facts straight. We're doing fact checking here, and you guys are so off.
yeah.
So
Anyway,
that's that.
That's that.
All right.
All right.
Yeah,
Well, listen.
I'm gonna-
Have a safe trip up to Maryland. And when will you be back?
Probably maybe next weekend, I think.
But you can call us. You can call us while you're up there.
Yeah, I think if I get shake some time loose, thank you guys for the tickets.
Oh, well, you're welcome. Did you
Yeah.
enjoy?
Yeah, I did. I've never been to a comedy show, and I didn't expect to be gut busting all through the entire thing. But yeah, it was enjoyable.
Okay.
There's some humor and some yes.
Good.
I didn't know what to expect, but yeah, it was nice.
All right.
It really was. Thanks.
All right. Well, you're very welcome. All right.
Okay.
Well, have a safe trip. Tell your wife hello, and we'll be talking at you soon.
Oh goodness, thank you.
All right.
All right.
All right. Take care.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye. All right.
All right. That sounds
There we
good.
go. Yeah.
Yeah. First time caller.
First-time caller. That's right. Yep. And he enjoyed it. Did you get down to Rock the Block?
I did. Yeah, it was very nice. The music was great. I enjoyed the music. I'm trying to think what else. Yeah, a lot of the stands. They had some food over there. It was a fun little festival. Obviously not as big as Heart of Virginia because, it's just a casual thing. But it was still, pretty busy. A lot of, kids, Longwood kids and Hampton Sydney kids were just, walking in and out. So, yeah, I think it was a very nice turnout. And we got to display the Farmville Now website to people walking by. So that was very fun.
All
Yeah.
right.
We had, computers running that, had the website open so people were able to, look around. And I got some very, very positive feedback. So we're still hoping to launch here very soon with between, the end of October and the beginning of November is our shooting date. So
Well, good. It's better to work out all the kinks and get them straight and everything, so that it will all be perfect.
definitely.
Yeah, I'm very excited about it.
I know. I'm already using it, which so, I have the
You got
insider
the
preview.
insider
Yeah, that's
preview.
right.
That's right.
So I'm able to already schedule accordingly and use these events to kind of plan out my week.
Well,
a lot of fun stuff.
Tomorrow
going on.
we have Mayor Brian Vincent.
We do.
and then Doug Stanley on Friday.
That's right. That's
Very
right.
good. All right. I guess we're about done. Yes, we are.
And we'll have that recipe up today, right after
right,
this.
Right. Yeah. Okay. All right, everybody. Thanks for calling in. We appreciate it, and we appreciate you joining us and listening as well. So take care. Have a great day, and listen to some music here. Got that coming up.